Ever catch yourself unlocking your phone and forgetting why you even did it? The screen lights up, the thumb starts moving, but nothing actually feels important. And somehow, it still feels impossible to just put it back down. It feels small, almost harmless, like just a quick glance for a second. But somehow that second turns into minutes without you even noticing it. And when you finally stop, you don't even remember what you were looking for. It's like your brain just wanted to escape something for a moment. Not something big, just a quiet feeling you didn't want to sit with. Maybe boredom, maybe restlessness, maybe just that uncomfortable empty space inside. And your phone becomes the easiest way to fill that space instantly. If you're someone who checks your phone even when nothing is happening, you might think it's just a habit, something random you picked up. But your brain doesn't really do random things like that without a reason. It's actually chasing small moments of reward that feel quick and effortless. Every scroll gives a tiny chance something interesting might show up suddenly. And that, maybe, feeling is what keeps pulling you back again. Not because you need it, but because your brain expects something good. Even if most of the time, nothing really changes on the screen. Still, that possibility keeps the loop going again and again. And slowly, it starts happening without you even thinking about it. You might notice it when you're supposed to focus on something important, like sitting with work, but your hand keeps reaching for your phone, even when you know there's nothing new waiting there for you. It's not about the phone anymore, it's about avoiding what feels difficult. Your brain looks for something easier when things start feeling slightly uncomfortable, and your phone becomes the fastest escape from that uncomfortable feeling. People think it's distraction, but it's actually a form of quiet avoidance. Not avoiding life, just avoiding that small tension you don't want to feel. And the more you do it, the faster your brain learns this pattern. So now it reacts before you even realize what's happening. You'll also see it when you're around people but feel slightly disconnected, like sitting with friends, yet somehow you drift back to your screen. Not because you don't care, but because something feels slightly off inside. That tiny discomfort makes your brain search for something more predictable. And your phone always gives you something you can control easily. No awkward pauses, no uncertainty, no emotional risk involved at all. Just simple scrolling where nothing really asks anything from you. So your brain chooses that instead of staying fully present, even when part of you knows you're missing something real around you. But the habit feels easier than facing that quiet discomfort. Sometimes it happens when you're completely alone with nothing to do. You sit still for a moment, and suddenly your hand reaches automatically. Not because you're bored, but because silence feels unfamiliar to your mind. Your brain isn't used to just sitting without constant input anymore, so it quickly looks for something to fill that empty space. And your phone is always there, ready to remove that silence instantly. But the more you escape that silence, the harder it feels later, because your brain slowly forgets how to sit with itself calmly. So it keeps asking for stimulation again and again without stopping. Even when you don't actually feel better after using it. You might notice this most clearly at night when everything is quiet. You tell yourself you'll check your phone just one last time, but somehow you keep going even when you feel tired already. It's not about interest anymore. It's about delaying something else. Maybe thoughts, maybe emotions, maybe just being alone with your mind. Your brain prefers distraction over reflection because it feels easier. So it keeps you scrolling instead of letting you sit quietly. Even when your body is asking for rest, your mind keeps going. And that loop repeats night after night without much awareness, until it becomes part of your routine without you noticing. Over time, this small habit starts shaping how you respond to feelings. Instead of noticing discomfort, you immediately reach for distraction. Instead of thinking deeply, you scroll through something quick and easy, and slowly, your attention becomes shorter without you realizing it. It's not that you can't focus, your brain just learned a new pattern. A pattern where escape feels more natural than staying present. And that's why it feels automatic, like you're not fully choosing it. Because in a way, your brain already made that choice before you. Not to harm you, but to protect you from small discomforts, even if those discomforts were actually important to notice. What's interesting is that most people don't even question this behavior. They think it's normal, just part of living in a digital world. But when you slow down and really notice it, something feels different. You realize how often you're not actually choosing to check your phone. It's happening to you more than you're deciding it consciously. And that realization feels slightly uncomfortable when you first notice it, because it shows how automatic your actions have quietly become. Not forced, just learned over time through repetition and small rewards. So next time your hand reaches for your phone without thinking, pause for a second. Is it really you choosing, or something else?